So you need a backpack to start off with, and another essential item would probably be a sleeping bag. So then going more into detail, you're going to want a first aid kit here. Obviously a space blanket because you never know when you need that. Compass, that usually helps you out a little bit. If it's not cold out, you're going to want obviously some bug spray. Max DEET is the best. Say you got lost because you didn't take OP1, you're going to need a purification for water because you're going to need water. Something to start your fire, striker, extra rope. Obviously you can use it for many items. If it's cold, hand warmers are nice to have too. Just something that goes in a pack. You need a knife. If you're cooking anything, need to cut anything at all, you're gonna need a knife. Flashlight kind of helps, especially when there's good batteries in there. Make sure you check that before you go out. Here's a nifty little thing, is a little pop charge. Pop it and you plug it in, and it's good for one-time use. Now, a little pocket stove. These are handy. You obviously need the butane to go on it, but it does help when you want to cook food, ever. It is a little hard to get out if it's unfolded, but easy use. Plug your butane in and off you go, cooking your food. So you bring that. Multi-tools are helpful. Yep, you get the gist. Tweezers, pulling out stings, anything you need, poison ivy. You need wallet, money, essentials. Your keys, you're gonna want that too, obviously, to get there. And some painkillers. Those are always nice when you're dehydrated, cramping up because you didn't drink enough water and you're regretting it. But they're nice to have. Always bring that. Bring some sort of watch. You always need to tell the time. And GPS too. I use my watch for a GPS, but a handheld. Other GPSs like that are also always nice to have. You also want to bring your jacket. Nice, just outer layer jacket. Maybe a sweatshirt you're wearing. And then you always need a little bit of freedom. You're out in the wilderness. Enjoy the freedom, boys. Packing your backpack, you have 3 zones. A core zone, a top zone, and a bottom zone. In these zones, you have your bottom zone, which will be consisting of like your sleeping bag, your pajamas, bigger jackets, raincoats, stuff you don't need right away while you're walking on the trail. More stuff for towards the end of the night when you're unpacking your bag. And then the core zone is your middle zone. It's going to be your heavier stuff based on the back part of the backpack towards your back, more lumbar support. Basically this is containing like your entrees for supper, not your snacks or anything, because those will be in your top zone. We'll get to that later, don't worry. Keeping your cook stove, all your cooking gear, just more of that stuff that you will need, but it's not heavy and you don't need it immediately. That's moving into your top zone, where you're gonna want more of like a sweatshirt or insulated jacket, just something smaller, light, easy to get to. You just flip open your bag and pull it out. Your first aid kit, purifier for your water. Toilet supplies, because that happens. That kind of wraps up what's in your bag, but we'll get more into detail. Alright, so in your accessory pockets too, the scrunchies on the side of the bag or on the top zipper, you're gonna have like your compass, water, basic needs that you could use on the trail. Maybe a GPS. Obviously your sunglasses should be on your face, but say it gets cloudy, you can shove them in there. Lip balm, just your headlamp. Don't get lost at night. We've all watched Blair Witch. That doesn't go well. Yeah, just your map. Everybody needs a map. You've watched Dora. Yeah, that's what goes in your accessory pockets.
When you're out in the wild, you're going to want food with you that is healthy, revitalizing, nutritious, strengthening, and delicious. It is a good idea to pack a little bit more than what you think you need, but you don't want to pack too much and exert too much of yourself. Always take into consideration your water availability and how much water you think you need to bring with you. You're going to want to pack food that is lightweight and low bulk as much as possible, especially if you're going to be on a long trip. Repackaging food into resealable bags or packages might make food prep easier. Make sure you check cook times for specific foods to make sure you plan enough fuel to bring with you for your stove. Some foods take longer to cook than you may expect. The food you pack should have ample calories to supplement the energy you lose whilst hiking. You don't want to cut yourself short from calories during a multi-day trip. Carbs are a major source of energy because they are converted to glucose. Examples of carbs are bread, rice, pasta, cereals, fresh and dried fruit, vegetables, and chocolate and candy. Protein is used for repair and growth of muscle tissue, increases your energy and stamina levels, helps you fight fatigue, and makes you feel satisfied after eating. Examples of these are meat and poultry, fish, eggs and dairy products, beans, legumes, and seeds. Fats are a solid source of energy. Examples of these are nuts and seeds, dairy products, meats, and cooking oil. Fiber provides bulk to help in digestion. Examples of these are fresh and dried fruit, especially the skins of them, vegetables, beans and seeds, whole grain cereals, wholemeal bread, wholemeal pasta, and brown rice. Vitamins and minerals are used in growth and repair of bodily tissues. They help maintain healthy teeth and eyes, and they help blood flow and production of energy. Examples of vitamins and minerals are fresh and dried fruit, green vegetables, meat and fish, and nuts and seeds. You should expect to pack 1.5 pounds to 2.5 pounds of food per day per person. You will need adequate calories to replenish the energy you exerted on your trip, so remember to pack heavier foods such as eggs, pasta, bagels, or rice. Most fresh foods last only about a day, so pack foods that are going to last the length of your trip, such as dried fruit, freeze-dried fruit, or dehydrated fruit. Canned foods work well for short trips, but are bulky and heavy. Popular snacks include energy bars, granola, trail mix, dried fruits, and others to replenish energy while you're on your trip. Always bring spices to spice up your trip.
So with LNT, Leave No Trace, there's 7 main points that you usually have. Is planning ahead and preparing, travel and camp on durable surfaces, so you're not, wrecking nice pristine ground, I guess. Dispose of waste properly. Leave what you find, don't take anything, that you're not supposed to, or that you didn't bring in. Minimize campfire impacts, that's one. Respect wildlife, don't chase them, Be considerate of all other visitors, too. That's the 7 main points. This is an example of being unconsiderate of other visitors on trails, so don't do this, be courteous of them. What the heck, man? I'm trying to walk here. This is an example of being unconsiderate of wildlife and disturbing wildlife. Hey, look it! It's a Poochie! Let me take a picture! Poochie! Oh, Poochie! Don't do that. Leave them alone. Don't feed them. Leave them alone. Take a picture and be on your way. So after you're done eating your snack or whatever, good old Kit Kat, being unconsiderate, you're just, oh, not my problem anymore. On my way I go, right? Don't do that. Oh, I'm done with my snack now. I'm just gonna, stack it away in my little garbage pouch I made here. Because my compass is in my back pocket because I'm using it. But take it out, you brought it in, don't leave it on the ground. Thanks for watching this How to Pack Your Backpack, Leave No Trace, and food essentials that you'll need. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Tune in next week for how to race your car. Vroom vroom!